Alright, so this is a just for fun extension project that's going to have you using some value. It's going to have you using some texture, and it is, again, just for fun if you have finished all your other projects. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a very large 18 by 12 piece of paper. If you need help finding those, I can get you one. And then you're going to need a couple different sizes of masking tape. So I have a wide one and I have a smaller size of masking tape. And what you're going to do is you're going to be taping off your trees. This is going to be birch trees. So I'm going to start with my smaller trees that are supposed to be in the background of my painting. I'm going to pull my masking tape and I'm going to go ahead and I actually think I'm going to go with my bigger one first. So I'm going to go with my big one and I'm going to put in some trees. So wherever you think you want the tree positioned, go ahead and put down your tape. You don't have to go crazy with securing it, just get it taped down. Don't really grind it into there. And I'm going to leave a little bit hanging off the end here. Let me see if you can see that. A little bit hanging off the end here so that I can easily remove it. And I'm going to add in just a few trees, so they can be a little tilted too. They don't have to be perfectly vertical. They could be a little on the diagonal coming in. Okay, and again, just leaving a little bit of tape off to the side so that we can easily take it off. And you can add in a little bit of branches with the smaller tape. So maybe I want to do some branches coming in here. And we're going to sorry, I'm working in a small space here. Maybe come in across like that. However you want your tree to look. Again, don't go crazy securing that tape down, just enough to where it's not going to have gaps, but we also don't want it to be stuck there forever. If I did this a little too short, I can always extend it a little more just by grabbing another piece of tape and making sure that it's lined up and goes across. Okay, so I have all my tape. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need your dry tempera paints. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to use a small thing of water and a paintbrush, probably a wider paintbrush because you're using a big piece of paper. So pretty big paintbrush. And I want to go from at least one color into another, gradient color going from one value into another, or you could even do 3. So I think I'm going to start out with a red. No, I'm going to go cool colors. I'm going to start out with a blue and go down into a green for my project. So I'm just going to use my wet paintbrush. Going to get some blue on there. And I'm going to be starting at the top, going right over that paint. It's okay if you get the desk a little messy, just please clean it up at the end of class. And I am going to go ahead and paint right over that. And eventually, once I finish my blue, I'm going to be moving into my green. I think I'm going to make kind of a blue-green before I head into solid green. And you can use whatever colors you want, but again, you want to use at least 2, maybe 3. I'm going to go ahead and head into my green now. Or my blue-green. And this paint dries pretty quickly, and we're going to be removing pieces of tape one at a time to start the birch tree effects. And now I'm going into solid green. Once you get that done, we're going to start to remove some tape in the front first. So I'm just going to very slowly and carefully remove that. Try not to rip your paper. As long as you didn't put it down too hard, it should be fine. Be really gentle and go really slow when you're ripping this off, otherwise you'll rip your paper. So I'm going to go really slow and kind of work it from edge to edge. And then I'm going to be preparing to do, whoops, if you get a little rip like that, just go back in and touch it up with your paint. Easy enough. And then I'm going to be getting some black liquid tempera paint, so that's the kind in the pump bottles. And you only need 1 or 2 squirts. Please do not squirt a bunch of paint because you don't need that much. So I'll show you the next step to getting these to look more like birch trees. So now I have 2 squirts of black tempera paint and a white index card. Doesn't really matter what color index card, but just an index card. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the edge of my index card with black on it. And I am going to take it and I'm going to come over to my tree and choose a spot where I want to start. Let's see, I'm going to start like right here. And I'm going to line it up straight up and down to start. Try to make sure you are on your line. Kind of wiggle it around, move it up and down a little bit, and then you're going to pull it over. Okay. And then I still have a little bit on the other side, so I'm just going to kind of move to the next spot. Straight up and down to start, right along my line there. Pull it over. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to do it on the other sides too. So straight up and down. And you're just going to move through all of your trees like that. So now I have my birch trees done, and I just have my gradient background. You can really take this wherever you want to take it now. If you want to add some text somewhere, you can add some text. Maybe you want to add your family's last name and make this like a Christmas present. Maybe you just want to add some cool like stamp designs in the background. So maybe you're going to use like some little round objects, maybe some bottle tops or an end of a paintbrush to add some dot work. I will do that, some stamping with my black paint, and then I'll be pretty much finished.